Marcus eaten. I've been now living in Egypt since 28 years. Mostly in hotels, but the last 3 years here in the Tunis village. And what else I have to answer? Oh yes, I'm old, I'm very old. I'm in the kitchen now, I'm 41 years in the kitchen. I was able to work in some fine hotels in Switzerland where I made my apprenticeship. I was able to work in South Africa, South Korea, Mauritius, and the last 28 years in Egypt. Egypt always gave me that thing because there is a lot of improvements to be achieved still. That's why I like this country, besides the people. And that's what kept me here. There is always an involvement because when you see, let's say, to design a restaurant here is done within a few weeks. In Europe it will take a few years to get all the licenses and permits. We are far more flexible here. And above all, why I like Egypt is the sun. It's always sunny. And when you see a cloud in the sky, you take a picture and send it to Europe. So that's what Europe looks like all the time. It's overcast, it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's foggy, it's snowy. And if you have out of 52 years, 52 Sundays, maybe 3 or 4 Sundays, pure blue sky, you're very lucky in Europe. Here is the other way, so that's why I like it a lot. No, it was, I started off, I wanted to buy a little tape recorder, you know, the old-fashioned tape, you can't buy them. And there's a little box where you put it in and you can hear the sound from this side. I wanted to buy this. And my father said, okay, go and do something, make an income, earn your money. And I went to the neighbor and I became pot washer. Pot wash, you know, washing pots and pans. And I earned a few francs every weekend. Then I had to help as well in the dishwash area, the glasses, the china, the cutlery. And then the chef, Joe Kaufman, said to me, if I can also help him on the potato, you know, the peeling potatoes and cutting them into shapes, specific shapes, but not one, but maybe 200. And then I helped him there. And with the time, he also explained, he was on a Queen Elizabeth, working there as a chef. He was in New York, he was in Sydney. And then you started in my days to see, you can travel the world with my profession as a chef. Now I think the traveling was a hint you can do. But you have to understand you need to know the basics first. And this was, in that environment, I made my apprenticeship. We were the chef, owner, and executive chef, and we were 5 trainees. There was nobody in between. So the trainee had to take a full load of a full section of the kitchen. So Chef Cho would show you, for example, the 6 different ice cream flavors one afternoon. He expects you the next morning to do exactly the same. How you do it, he will just see the results. If not good, you get, well, hard time, and he gives you another chance. If the 3rd time it doesn't work, he asks you to leave. Simply he demands, he was demanding a lot from himself, and he demands a lot from his trainees or the students.
And when you work in journalism, you never have any money. You should know yourself. Yeah? So I didn't have any money, and my colleague said there is a dinner at Movenpick Heliopolis, and they always make very good food. So why don't we go there? And so I counted my money, because at that time to go to the Movenpick Heliopolis was about 10 or 15 pounds by taxi, and I knew 15 or maybe 20 pounds back by taxi. So I said, okay, we have enough money to go with my colleague to the Movenpick Heliopolis. So we attended the dinner, which was very good food, and it was free of charge, and that's where I met Chef Marcus. No, I had my whole life a passion for cooking. So when I met, and also for the hospitality industry, I had been working in restaurants before, in Holland. And so when I met Chef Marcus and he said he wanted to start the Egyptian Chef Association, in the beginning I did not really understand that much of what he actually wanted to achieve or what he wanted to do. So in the beginning I was helping him as a volunteer with getting the first edition of the magazine together with my journalism background and production in publishing. And then I started understanding what he liked to achieve, which I really liked. That he had a dream to connect the chefs in Egypt, to give them an opportunity to be able to train and to study so they have better opportunities in their life. And also I noticed that the supply industry, the food supply industry and the kitchen equipment supply industry had really an interest to have an organization that communicates between the user, the chef, and the product that they're selling. So this is how I came to work in the Egyptian Chef Association. My talents came together, my talents in a way for management, in developing the Egyptian Chef Association, because what I do at the Chef Association is really managing like an office, so management is the main quality. Then of course when you work there, you learn a lot of things because you read a lot, you listen to chefs, so you really learn more and more, especially if you have an interest like me. So some people who work there and they don't have an interest in cooking, they will not pick up the information. But because I had an interest in cooking, I kind of picked up the information and started developing student manuals that you are studying now. So, you know, so things came together.
أنا محمد بدوي أبشوي الفيوم. اتولدت هنا في الفيوم. اشتغلت مع الشيف ماركوس. الأول كنت بدأت في الفخار، اشتغلت شوية في الفخار بس لقيت الشغل مع الشيف ماركوس أحسن وكده فعلمني ودخلت المدرسة 3 شهور فاتعلمت شوية مهارات منه. فبعد ما اتعلمت في المدرسة اشتغلت مع الشيف ماركوس في المطبخ المساعد بتاعه وحاليا دلوقتي شغال معاه. أنا دارس زراعة. هو شفتها فكرة الناس كلها بتهتم بيها وكده فقلت أجرب. أنا أول ما شفت الشيف ماركوس قلت لازم أخش المطبخ. هو كان نزل الشيف ماركوس، أنا كنت شغال معاه من الأول على البار. أول ما نزلت على البار، بعدين على الجاردن جي، بعدين في السخن. سمعت إن هم يفتحوا مدرسة وكده فقدمت. قلت ممكن يعني أشتغل معاه أبقى زيه ولا حاجة. فهو كان حلم حياة أي شاب يعني مننا من الشيفات الشيف ماركوس. فاتعلمت منه شوية، اتعلمت منه حاجات كتير يعني غير الطبخ. يعني اتعلمت منه النظافة بصراحة بينظف كويس جدا. المواعيد، حاجات كتير جدا يعني مش حاجة واحدة بس، مش الطبخ بس، مش أولا الطبخ. جربني في تيست، بعدين تيست تاني، بعدين تيست تالت، وقال لي خلاص ممكن تخش معايا. أول حاجة دخلت على الجريلا، كنت يعني خبرتي محددة، وبعدين اتنقلت على الدفراير، بعدين على الجريلا، بعدين على الفرن. الفرن ده بقى المركز الأساسي بتاعنا. هنا كل حاجة بنظام، كل حاجة بأوزان معينة، كل حاجة بسيستم معين كده. بصراحة يومنا في المطبخ مش زي أي بني آدم يعني وكده. احنا بنبدأ الساعة 8 بنخلص الساعة 9 بالليل، بنكون خلاص فصلنا. رايح البيت بننام على طول يعني. نفس الروتين تاني يوم 12 ساعة 13 ساعة. في الشتاء في الموسم بتاعنا في السيزون بنشتغل ممكن 15 ساعة. توصلت معاه باللغة برضو، طور عندي اللغة الإنجليزي وهو برضو شوية فرنساوي، فبحاول برضو أخش في الفرنساوي شوية. ما كنتش بعرف إنجليزي، والشيف ماركوس ومدام مريم علموني الإنجليزي بكورسات صغيرة، وحاليا دلوقتي يعني بقى كويس في الإنجليزي. أتعامل مع الزباين وأتعامل مع الشيف ماركوس. وإحنا عندنا هنا في المطبخ لما نخش المطبخ ما بنتكلمش عربي خالص، كله إنجليزي. أنا بصراحة أول حاجة أشوفها أعملها في حياتي أشوفها إن هي تجربة ناجحة.